After the Minnesota Vikings 34-33 gut-wrenching, soul-crushing loss to Arizona, it's time to play the blame game. Who is the most at fault for the Vikings loss? And yes, Vikings kicker Greg Joseph should have made that 37-yarder, but head coach Mike Zimmer needs to take some responsibility for a change for two very questionable coaching decisions at the end of both halves. And I understand, players playing coaches coach, it's not Zimmer's fault, blah, blah, blah. I understand that angle, but also under that line of thinking, it's never any coach's fault ever, because he can just always blame the players. He can throw them under the bus. Vikings lose, he can always blame someone else. Now, this is on Zimmer. Also, cheers to you when your precious defense gives up 474 yards of offense and 4 73-yard touchdown drives, but all the fans blame the kicker for the loss. It's good work if you can get it. But there are two mind-numbingly bad decisions made by Zimmer that we need to talk about. First off was at the end of the first half, second quarter, 21 seconds to go. Vikings just scored. Minnesota still down 23-24. Vikings decide to squib kick it, and Cardinals ball on their own 34 with 2 timeouts, and then Matt Prater drills a 62-yard field goal after Kyler and company pick up 22 yards. It's just frustrating. Number one, you don't squib kick it there, and ultimately it is Zimmer's decision. It is not Ryan Ficken's. Like, Ficken, first-time special teams coordinator, he's not going to make that decision on his own and just do it. Like, that would be bad for business. So ultimately, it is Zimmer's call. Plus, I mean, just kick it out of the end zone. And why give them the 9 extra yards? Because they had 2 timeouts. They had Kyler. They just had a 77-yard bomb touchdown to Rondale Moore. Maybe that's what you're scared of, because Moore was back there ready to return the kick. So I quasi-understand that. But just kick it out of the back of the end zone. Don't give them chance for return. Like, you squib kick it when there's 4 seconds left on the clock, and they're just trying to drain it. You're keeping away from a dangerous return man, or you're trying to set them up. Okay, they got one play. They can run like a 75-yard Hail Mary, although Kyler could probably hit that. Or they're going to run the, a Cal Stanford band is on the field thing, right? So, no. The second decision was right before the Greg Joseph field goal attempt. KJ just had his second big-time catch on that drive. Love me some KJ Osborne. You have 41 seconds. It's 2nd and 2 from the Arizona 19, and you have a timeout. And Arizona's defense was gassed, man. They were gassed. And I know Zimmer may have been spooked by, but what if Dalvin fumbles here? What if there's disaster? And yes, it is a non-zero chance that Kirk could throw a pick, or there could be a fumble, or there could be whatever, right? And your kicker just drilled 2 from 52 today, even though he missed a point after, but that was more on the hold. Laces out, Jordan Berry. So he's like, he could make a 37-yarder from the middle of the field. Yeah, but you have time to get closer. And like we said, Arizona's defense, they were done. They were cooked. They were roasted. Kirk just led the Vikings on a 58-yard drive in under 2 minutes. And if you go by NFL field goal accuracy by distance the last decade, this is from Pro Football Reference, 37 yards where Joseph tried to swing the leg, 84.8%. So he still misses 1 time out of 6. 27 yards, it's 97%. 19 yards and in, 100% based on 115 attempts. And yeah, you could say in hindsight, Joseph should have made the 37-yarder, but it's not automatic. Like, 1 time out of 6, he will miss. But if you just get 10 yards closer, that increases his chances by 12+%. And if you get 18 yards closer, which is certainly possible at that stage of the game, it's 100%. All right, but no, maybe not 100% given the Vikings. And this is not even Monday morning coaching. Like, this is not even doing that. Like, these are basic fundamental stuff, especially the squib kick that Pee Wee football coaches, like, they understand. They get it. So it can't just be like, well, this is high-level NFL head coaching stuff. No, this is basic fundamental football. And if is there even one person on the Viking staff who's, they got the headsets on, they're communicating? There isn't even one coach who can stand up and be like, this is a bad idea. Zim, this is a bad call. We should do X, Y, Z. Or is the staff full of yes men? Or even worse, do they actually agree that it was the right call? Both of those are problematic. And it's very easy to blame the kicker because last play of the game, blah, blah, blah. If he makes it, it covers up all the sins. It's a cologne that covers up a lot of stink, right? But how about you coach your team so that it doesn't come down to the last play all the time? all the time. Like, maybe you have bad luck with kickers because they're humans, they're fallible, they're not 100%. Like, they miss a certain percentage of the time statistically. And maybe if you didn't coach your team like it was 1922, it wouldn't come down to a kick every single time. Maybe that's the case. But other than that, they did really well yesterday. Beer thoughts are no thoughts. Blame Mike Zimmer. Don't blame Greg Joseph, although he should have made the kick too. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull a little something on Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.